Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin, with another manga review. I say manga, but it is actually technically a webtoons turned into manga style. Still American style, though. You read from the left to right, so it's not really manga, but just want to clarify that out. This is volume 2 on The World After the Fall, which pretty good series. I'm really excited to see what more this one brings. I can see why a lot of people were really enjoying it. We're following our protagonist, Zhao Wan's, I believe is how you pronounce his name. Um, and he is kind of past the tutorial, I guess, or past the dream world that he was stuck in, and now he's stuck in what I believe is another dream world within where he was already. So, really good series. And before anything though, if you haven't checked out Yam Press, check out Yam Press. Thank you so much for them sending in another copy. This is their Easy Press branch, which again is Webtoons turn into kind of manga style for us to be able to buy physical copies and read. Because a lot of people, and I'm included in that group, sorta, don't really read Webtoons because of how they're released. Um, I do read manga online, but Webtoons, you have to really kind of scroll. It's a little weirder than your typical manga, so a lot of people choose not to, and most of the time, the manga that is online is in the um, envision of it was a release already physically or it will release physically eventually. So they kind of keep the whole flip page style with the manga online. So yeah, check them out. Also, if you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, especially if you're watching up to this point already. Give some love to this video by commenting, liking, and sharing, because that helps not just me, but also you impress. Okay, so the story continues. If you haven't seen Volume 1, it is in my channel, but essentially, redheaded girl thinks that she's gonna die here. She's basically was betrayed by the group that was helping our protagonist Yahwen, and he shows his power. He is stronger than he seemed. Everyone thought that he was just dumb, I guess, for flaunting what he had and kind of not following pro quo. But yeah, they end up killing those people. Now, a very interesting thing that we eventually find out through this volume is that John Juan or John Juan, can't even say his name. Anyways, our protagonist, he sees the humans as what they are or what he says they are, and that is corpses. People that died in the world that he was in before end up in this world, and essentially they're living a dead's dream. They're living the possibility of still living, but he sees them as skeletons. And I wish I could get to one of those visions, but he has the special eye where he can see the truth of who they are. So he first has to go through the city, and there's a whole scenario with the inspector not letting him pass, and mainly because he is not registered, and he is quite of an interesting character. His power is, stronger than it should be. So he ends up picking the interest in not just the inspectors and basically the authority that runs the city, but also the townspeople start talking amongst themselves, and people start hunting down for him. So this obviously is not good because here's one of the scenes where they're hunting him down. They're basically trying to see what he has. Now, he does at one point go into a blacksmith's to get his sword fixed, and there's that whole scene there as well. But I can't find the page guys of where he sees them dead, but he sees them as dead people. Then again, he is attacked by this, I guess, gang or mafia. I don't know. I'm not really sure how you can call them. And that is probably 30% of volume is him fighting these guys. Um, they basically see him as a threat, and for really good reason. He is able to destroy 4 or 5 horned beasts, which in this world they're considered to be very hard to kill. Most of the time, a group has to go and try to track these beasts and kill them, and even then, people are lost and killed. And it's not an easy task. So for one person to be able to do that or to have horns like that, it's weird. Another thing is he doesn't need the medicine that all these people are using to stay alive. And essentially, uh, in this world you have an infection and everyone has it except him, and you have to be taking this medication to basically keep yourself alive. This medication comes from these horns, which is why people hunt, and is not just just not just for fun. So the inspector at the end of the volume does get infected, and he is dying pretty soon, and it's come to the point where if he dies he's going to become into a beast that will eventually, be a big problem not just for them who are in the room, but also for the city. So big mess. The volume ends with one of the leaders from the mafia group kind of also proclaiming that, yeah, he's mad and he's gonna basically pick a fight with this intriguing character. So it's a great series, very action packed, easy read. Is It seems thick of a book, but it's not that hard to read. Webtoons do a great job where a lot of the pages are just action. There's no dialogue. So it's just showcasing what's happening in the story, in the world, and I don't know. It makes it a lot easier of a read for me at least. I would say for manga and webtoons or this type of manga, I would say manga is a little bit harder to finish than this. Granted that manga is easy to read already because light novels for me are the hardest because they take days for me to actually finish. Whereas a manga volume, if I want to, I will finish it on one sitting as well as this one. So, yeah. Out of 10, I'll give this one a 7.5. This is one of the webtoons that I'm enjoying the most. So, yeah, go check it out. There is a link in the description below. If you're watching up to this point, check out the description below. There's a link where you guys can buy cheap manga, light novels, and stuff like this. So, make sure you check it out there. Give some love to the video by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can also subscribe, especially if you're watching up to this point. Might as well. Thank you again for your love and support. If you haven't done so, give some love, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.